Hey, what's up? This is Janelle, also known as JS. Some people know me as a social worker and advocate for parental substance abuse, a life coach, a substance abuse coach. Some people even know me as the Heart Lady, whose videos pop up on their social media feeds. But at the end of the day, I'm simply a woman on a mission. I want to help you transform your life by using the exact tools I use to transform my own life. I won't say I have all the answers, but I will do everything within my powers to help you find your answers. My goal isn't to reach millions, my goal is to reach you. Welcome to the JS Self Care Mind, Body, and Soul podcast, a weekly conversation about self care, personal development, and all the small decisions we can make to become the best possible versions of ourselves. I want to welcome my new listeners, and I also want to welcome my returning listeners. If you can please share this episode, because there's someone in this world who needs to listen to this episode. Most importantly, I want to personally thank you for making the JS Self Care Mind, Body, and Soul podcast part of your weekly routine. I truly appreciate it. Let's get it. Self care is something I know many of us struggle with, but we don't have to. It took me a long time to finally learn what self care really meant and how to get to a place where I love me more than anyone in this world. Daily self care affirmations are an amazing tool to help you and I on our journey to self care. Self care is so important, it needs to be a non negotiable. So if you have been feeling like you're lacking in self care, try these affirmations out. Self care is the most important thing you can learn in your life, in my opinion. You have to learn to be comfortable with yourself to be truly happy. Lacking self care will cause all sorts of problems in your life, meaning we will be too busy putting everyone self care before our own. And that's a whole problem within itself. I know this from firsthand experience. It took me 41 years to finally love myself. Some days I struggle. On those days, I use my affirmations of self care and other self love tools to get rid of the negativity. So let's get into the self care affirmations. Remember, all these affirmations may not resonate with you, but the ones that do, please put them in your self care toolboxes. So, everyone, if you haven't listened to part one and part two of our self care affirmations, please make sure that you go back and listen. We're up to self care part three. So, number 31. Success is defined by my willingness to keep going. Our level of success is only defined by one thing, and that one thing is our willingness to keep going no matter what comes our way in life. If we stop pursuing our dreams and goals, then we stop right here where we are. So if you're a person who is looking at your life and you're saying, if I hadn't stopped pursuing my goals, I would have been so much further in life. Then I want you to get up and get the moving. Don't tell me you are way too old either. Get up and don't sit back down. I mean that. Success is only defined by our willingness to keep going. You never want to be in the same position you were in yesterday. This is a huge world, and there is so many things for us to accomplish. Our next affirmation is I commit to get out of my head and get into the world. Wow, I have to repeat this affirmation again. I need you to repeat this affirmation as many times until it sinks in. I commit to get out of my head and get into the world. What this affirmation means is that we create stories in our heads that are not true, but we tend to believe they are true. Those stories that we create gets us stuck, and we never go out in the world to see what the world has in store for us. We have the power to talk ourselves out of every single thing. Have you said or do you say, I'm not going to even try X, Y, and Z because I know people are not going to support me? Or I'm way too old to be out here trying to do X, Y, and Z. That's getting in your own head, and that is what's keeping us stuck and not seeing what the world has in store for us. I say, get out of your head, be like Nike, and just do it. And remember to commit to getting out of your head and getting into this world. I am worthy of love, flaws and all. Everyone in this world is worthy of love. That's the one reason you are not in this world alone. You are worthy of love. We all have flaws. That doesn't mean we don't deserve love. I have this one thing to say about our flaws, and that is flaws can be changed. It's a part of having a self growth mind. Healthy love is the best love, and all of us deserve it. You are most definitely worthy of laws, flaws and all. If you love me, you love what comes with me. You need to be honest about your flaws because there are some things about you that you may dislike, and some of those things can be changed, especially those things that can assist you with becoming the best version of yourself. I am, you are worthy of love, flaws and all. Affirmation number 34. I accept all of me with love. Self acceptance is needed. If you are a person who struggles with self acceptance, you need to repeat this affirmation and believe it because guess what? It is true. When we say things over and over, we believe it. You must accept you with love. You as a person comes with the good, the bad, and the ugly. Love it all and work on the necessary changes you need to change about the bad and the ugly. I accept all of me with love. The fat me, the skinny me, the pimple face me, the mean me, the self care me, the self acceptance me. I think you get my drift. I accept all of me with love. Like everyone, I both have strengths and weaknesses. I don't know about you, but this affirmation, I have to keep saying it because I am human. And like everyone in this world, I have both some amazing strengths and I also have some weak ass weaknesses. I could talk about one of my weaknesses that comes to mind, and that is my love for food and snacks. Oh my God, that chocolate, ooh, milk chocolate. I love everything that is not good for me. Enjoying food is my weakness. Knowing and understanding that those foods I love to eat are no good for me is my strength. I know knowing is half the battle. I know, but I got to get to the other half the battle of stop eating all the stuff I don't need to be eating. But you get my drift. We all have strengths and we all have weaknesses. It's up to us to build on our weaknesses. You too is like everyone else. You have strengths and you have weaknesses. Don't ever forget that. Work on them weaknesses today. No one is perfect. Let me clear my throat on that one. What you mean no one is perfect? Yup, I said it. No one is perfect, but we are all imperfectly perfect. Stop searching for perfection. There is no such thing. It's an illusion. When we believe we can only roll things out perfectly or do things perfectly, then we don't do anything. We sit and do absolutely nothing. No one is perfect at all. Say this so you can believe this. Say this so you can achieve things in life. Say this affirmation to yourself every day, all day. No one is perfect. We are all a work in progress. I am a work in progress. And guess what? So are you. Wow. This affirmation needs to be said when you wake up and before you go to bed. I talk so much about the journey to self care. The journey is like being on a train with plenty of stops. During those stops, you may grow, and during those stops, you may revert back to your old stinking self. or those old behaviors may resurface. The only goal is to know and understand that you are a work in progress. We are all work in progress. Work on you, and no matter how many times you backslide, just get back on the journey. The journey to self care, that is. Work on you, hire someone to give you the tools to help you work on you. Sometimes work in progress looks like outsourcing to get a better understanding of what a work in progress looks like for you. I just want to let my listeners know that I am that outsource. I am a social worker, a self care life coach, a substance abuse addiction coach, a substance abuse advocate, and I'm also an advocate for the effects of parental substance abuse. We are all work in progress. Start the progress by hiring me, JS Self Care, your life coach. I want to be your self care life coach. Head over to that website, jsselfcare.org, and become a work in progress. Join this journey to self care. I'm waiting for you. Affirmation number 39. I believe in myself. Say that. I believe in myself. I believe all things are possible. I believe I can do any and everything I put my mind to. If you don't believe in you, nobody else will. Start believing in you so that others can believe in you. I believe in myself, and I believe you can believe in yourself too. All we do is have to say this affirmation every day, all day. I believe in myself. When we say things, we start to believe them. Repetition is where it's at. Our last affirmation for this week is I am enough. I am enough. You are enough. And don't allow any freaking body to tell you otherwise. What does enough mean to you? I am enough are three words that hold more power than you can phantom. I am enough means you accept your mistakes and that you learn from those mistakes. Our mistakes surely don't define who we are and where we're becoming. Self acceptance and acknowledgments is what makes us humans. I am enough, and so are you. I am enough. I pour into me. My cup is overflowing. I am enough. Affirmations said with confidence daily can change your mind to believe the things that you are saying. There are positive and negative affirmations. Be cautious what you say to yourself on a daily basis. If you are telling yourself how worthless and ugly you are every day, you will start to believe that shit, even if it isn't goddamn true. If you tell yourself every single day that you are beautiful, strong, and worthy, you will eventually start to believe that too. The negative self talk has to stop immediately. You hear I'm passionate. Immediately. Stop that negative self talk. This doesn't mean you can't or won't feel negative emotions. We all do. Just don't freaking stay there. Go through the emotion and let it go. Work on it and then let it go. These affirmations of self care will only work if you put in the work. This sort of thing might sound silly at first, but saying your self care affirmations every day will help you change the way your brain is thinking. Self growth mindset, that's what it's all about. You want to grow every freaking day, and your goal is to evolve. Keep it moving. Be the best version you could be. It's out there. Go out in that world and meet the new world. Tell the new world, I am enough and I'm great at what the heck I do. Thank you so much for tuning into this episode. I hope this episode was helpful and you filled up your self care toolbox. I hope you find it in your heart to share this episode with others. Before we end, I need to encourage you. Listen to this. If mental health treatment is needed, please don't hesitate to contact a therapist in your area. Self care is important and necessary. Take care of you and continue to put you first no matter what. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe, rate, and share. For daily doses of self care affirmations and notes to self, make sure you join the JS Self Care social media tribe. Social media links will be at the end of the show notes. So please join this tribe. Let's get on this train. It will make stops, but just keep trucking. That's what I'm doing. Love you guys all to life.